So we've got a really good team returning this season. Coming in, I really only lost one of my athletes, and actually that athlete is actually coming back to be an assistant coach for us. He's been in the program for 2 years. So all of our national championship team is coming back. We're really looking forward. We've added some more top guns on top of that, coming from different states. So really super excited to see what they've done over the summer and where we go. My goal is to go as what we did last season. Last season we had a phenomenal season, splitting the 4 disciplines, being state championship in 2 of the 4, and taking second place in the others. And then going down to San Antonio and competing in the All-American Division 4 and winning the national title down there. We look at full bore going straight forward. We're going to be we've got more competing in our travel team this year. We're going to add 10 more to the squad to make us that much more competitive. So we're really seriously looking forward to this season.
So as a young program, this is year 3 now, I believe. How's recruiting gone? What have been some successes you've had and some challenges that you've had in recruiting?
Really haven't had a whole lot of challenges in my recruiting. The program has gone absolutely phenomenal. It's done exactly what Wartburg had hoped it would do. We've spread the word, and we're bringing kids in from Georgia, from Missouri, from Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota. I've got recruits coming in 2023 that are looking to come here from Montana and Wyoming and New Mexico. So it's really opened it up, and it's made it to where no matter where I travel, they know what black and orange and the W means.
How do you set the season goals, or is that kind of a team effort with the teammates, both team and individual goals for the year?
I go in with a goal for myself and for the team that I want to see them, and I kind of let them know, but I also leave it up to the captains to set goals, because a lot of times their goals might be a little bit different than my goals. And the end result, it's to represent Wartburg and to compete in a competitive field and obviously try to come out on top. We usually have pretty much the same goals. They are very, very highly driven to stand on top of that podium, and that's where they want to be.
You mentioned the success you guys had last season. How do you build off of that going into this season?
Well, it's pretty rough when you look at your second year competing and you win a national title. There's a lot of eyes on you, and I'd be lying if I didn't say that I felt a little nervous going into this season. But I have all the confidence in the world on the recruits that I've brought in. Not only will they be top notch in the classroom, but top notch on the field as well. So the anticipation is high as it was last year, and we're pushing the same way.
With a young program, how have you seen leaders develop over the first 2 seasons, and how have they helped the incoming athletes?
It's kind of funny. I've seen a lot of them develop from my assistant coach. Quick little story. He actually came in, was already a student here, and came in and said, "My mom said I need to do something my senior year, so I'm going to try this trap shooting thing. If I don't like it, I'm not coming back." That young man ended up coming back a 5th year, and now is going to be my assistant coach. My freshmen that came on have stepped up, and they're now going to be juniors, and they're playing roles. I have a young man that had to make a rough decision on injuries and playing football, and has decided to step forth and play for and shoot for us competitively, and he's also asked to be a captain. I see a lot of my upperclassmen stepping up in roles that I never saw them in the past.
What has gone into building that team and family culture that you guys have?
It really starts with recruiting. I really try to recruit a family. It's atmosphere for my athletes, and they've heard me, and my recruits will tell you they've heard me. And if you're ever out hearing me recruit, you'll hear me refer to that. I don't recruit a team; I recruit a family. I just totally believe that if you're going to have success in anything, you have to be together, and everybody has to be pushing for the same goals. Otherwise, you're pushing against each other, and you'll defeat each other. So it starts, like I said, at the very beginning. So I do a lot of recruiting. I don't just look at my athletes' ability to compete in their sport. I look at how they handle themselves on and off the fields, how they are with their siblings. There's a lot of things that go into it.
Looking at your schedule, can you tell us a little bit about kind of the decision process in joining, I don't know if it's another association or league for the different national championships that you'll compete in?
It was a tough decision to go from one of the older divisions, actually going away from the division we actually won our national title in, to jumping into this whole new division, not knowing. The biggest reason that I actually chose to do it was for my athletes. Because my sport is not an NCAA division sport, unfortunately my athletes can be great, like I said, in the classroom and on the field, but they don't get any recognition for it. I cannot put out that they're All-American. I cannot put out that they're academic All-American, because they don't get to. With this new division, they get to. And that was the main push for me to go and go sign up and go with the new division. We would have had the same competitions and everything, but it actually allows us for a couple of things. It allows us to compete against divisional schools that we are. Division III NCAA is all we're going to compete against, which is basically what we're trying to push for.